It was a clear and beautiful day when I began my journey from St. Stephen, heading east through the winding roads of New Brunswick. As the trees swayed gently on both sides, I approached a quiet village with a powerful past. McAdam. About 40 minutes from St. Stephen, McAdam is a small rural community that once pulsed with the rhythm of railways. A place where iron tracks shaped everyday lives, and the sound of steam was once the heartbeat of the town. Today, McAdam has around 1,200 residents, and while time has slowed, its history still speaks, especially through its crown jewel, the McAdam Railway Station Museum. Arriving at the station felt like stepping into another era. For just $10, I was welcomed not only with a ticket, but with a guided journey through history. Built in the early 1900s in the Grand Chateau style, this station wasn't just a terminal, it was a luxury railway hotel, a social hub, and the gateway for travelers heading across Canada or south into Maine. A knowledgeable guide took us room by room, from the bustling telegraph office to the ladies' waiting area and the lavish guest rooms that once hosted passengers and dignitaries alike. Every wall, every corridor echoed with the past. It wasn't just a tour, it was a storybook, one written in soot, timber, and time. Much of what you'll see here remains beautifully preserved: the checkers playing device, the vintage dining halls, and even mysterious relics from a time when railway detectives kept watch over the town. This isn't just a museum, it's a reminder of how a small station played a big role in shaping Canadian rail history. Now, let's step inside and uncover the real soul of this place, one story at a time. Meet James McCracken, the station's last telegraph operator. He retired in 1983, ending an era of Morse code and timely messages. In fact, his son, the one selling newspapers out front, still visits often, carrying on the family's connection to the station. Check out this messenger hoop, a hidden gem of railway lore. Conductors caught messages without stopping, a clever tool of communication from that era. On slower days, McCracken's helpers turned to chalk and wood, playing checkers with operators at other stations, moves carried over the telegraph lines, a simple way to pass time, but a moment of human connection in the vastness of railway solitude. Over here is the single ladies' waiting room. Back then, social norms firmly separated unmarried women from men and families, even in train stations. Welcome to the Maxwell Room, named for architect Edward Maxwell, who designed this chateau-style masterpiece. It once served as a dining hall, then hotel lobby, and originally even a kitchen. This is Sir William Van Horn, Canadian Pacific Railway's president, the Bill Gates of his time. He regularly passed through here en route to his summer home on Minister's Island, weaving together two remarkable chapters in Canadian heritage. This dining hall still has its thin, original floorboards. The chairs? Replicas. But each bears a plaque, a tribute to donors who restored this room. Past meets present in every seat. In a nearby display, you'll find real tableware and a butter cutter like they used a century ago. Even a dusty 7-Up bottle. A peek into routine life at the counter. Come upstairs. Notice the quaint fire exit doors. Initially, they led to narrow emergency walkways and ladders. Now they just whisper the safety practices of a bygone era. In this dormitory, 21 women shared one bathroom. And occasionally, little cubbyholes served as secret meetup spots. Rules were strict, overseen by Edith Quinn, the station's stern manager, nicknamed the Old Witch by employees. Men had their own quarters, plus a crow's nest lookout. And a circular window signifying the station's main hub. Tiny details matter in heritage architecture. Over here, a charming miniature railway layout. A donated homage to the station's heritage. It's a heartfelt tribute crafted by railway enthusiasts, reflecting the same passion captured in the actual tracks below. Here, rows of vintage gowns neatly adorn the space. Though the exact provenance isn't listed on any plaque, these dresses evoke a bygone elegance, perhaps belonging to station staff, visiting dignitaries, or even symbolic of the princess-style decor found in a room nearby. This room still features the original sofas and chairs, preserved from when travelers or station managers would relax and smoke. It's a rare, well-kept space that still breathes authenticity. What looks like a hotel suite suggests it may have once accommodated high-ranking visitors or staff. The furnishings, while modest, appear original to the era. Although we can't confirm who stayed here, the ambiance says guest chamber. Here, More elegant gowns hang alongside a single doll. Could this have been a child's sitting room or a ceremonial display? The museum hasn't labeled it explicitly, and that little bit of mystery is captivating. According to guides, this was where the station's doctor once delivered a baby from a passenger train. A heartwarming reminder that the railway wasn't just a transport hub, it was sometimes a place of new beginnings. This is perhaps the most poignant space on this floor. On the dresser, a stethoscope, a medical mirror, a cradle, and baby doll tucked inside. Here's a real curiosity, labeled clearly as the meeting room, oddly spelled with an A. Likely used for staff briefings and railway operations. It now serves as a reminder of the administrative pulse that kept the station running. This floor isn't just a corridor of rooms, it's a bridge between stories. From the intimate setting of a doctor's bedside to rooms that once welcomed travelers or guests, each space bears silent witness. And much like the museum overall, some mysteries remain unsolved. But that's part of the magic. This is the War Room, previously the Roadmaster's office, now a tribute to railway workers who served in World War I. That bridge model represents one blown up in Amiens, France, and rebuilt by railway crews. In the express room, see this auxiliary train, a one-man vehicle equipped with cranes ready to respond to derailments on the line. Railways meant disaster recovery too. In the mail room, letters were sorted here, packed in buckets, or in winter, sent rolling down the tracks on sleds. Canada's earliest postal delivery system. Baggage and cargo moved through this room. Get too lively, bored without a ticket, or break rules, you'd spend the night in the cell. Outside, a man-made pond. Once a lifeline for steam engines, now a peaceful trail that winds around the station grounds. Every room, every artifact, a fragment of a story. One that connects telegraph codes, spies, skaters, soldiers, and steam engines. All converging here in McAdam. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this glimpse into history, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps me keep exploring and creating content like this. Now, you may have already seen the intro trailer I shared earlier for Minister's Island. But what's the connection between that grand island retreat and this railway station? Stay tuned, because in my next video, I'll take you deep into Minister's Island and show you exactly how McAdam Railway Station played a key role in its legacy. There's more history waiting just around the bend.